issue. The former president's longtime accounting firm, Mazars, informed the Trump organization last week that it should no longer rely on nearly 10 years' worth of financial statements and that they would no longer be their accountant. Okay, so it was only just last month that the New York Attorney General's office alleged that it has found significant evidence indicating that the Trump organization used fraudulent or misleading asset valuations. What do you think of this development?
Yeah, the interesting thing about those financial statements is that that information is at the heart of both civil and criminal investigations into the Trump organization in terms of how they were alleged to have elevated the values of properties for getting loans, but deflated the values of properties for paying taxes, right? And so it all speaks to the same allegations, which is that they were just not being candid about what the values of the property were. Now, the problem, Don, here is that at the end of the day, the valuations of properties are inherently subjective. Like, I might believe that my house is worth $10 million, and I can say that to my accountant, but at the end of the day, it's just an opinion, right? And it's hard to charge someone criminally sometimes on the basis of what they say in statements like this.
But even if you're trying to use it for leverage,
well, but that's at the heart of the investigation. Is it just puffery, and is it just beefing up the values of properties, or is it systematically and fraudulently trying to bilk banks and lenders out of their money? And that's just what the Attorney General is looking into. It's taken a long time, and it's at a certain point. Either we need to find out that nothing's happening. The public needs to find out that nothing's happening here, or that they're coming forward with charges.
All right, I got to get this in because they did respond. It's a Trump org statement says that what Mazars says does not contain any, quote, material discrepancies, and that the accounting firm's disclosure renders the Manhattan DA and the New York AG's investigations moot. Is that really the case?
No, it's not the case. It's not the case. That's what they're looking into. So the idea that somehow this statement moots all these months of investigation is just not accurate.
Where did all of these crazy legal theories come from in the Trump era?
How much time do we have, Don? It is striking how sort of across different areas of conduct, whether it's election fraud or fomenting insurrection, frankly, or valuing properties. There's a consistent thread of dishonesty, but there's also a consistent thread of, well, maybe, that makes it sometimes hard to criminally charge and evading liability.
And grift. Let's not forget the grift. Thank you, sir.